You are listening to a recording from the Cooperating to Build a Better Nova Scotia conference in Halifax, a celebration marking the United Nations International Year of Cooperatives.
Okay, so we're back live from Mount St. Vincent University, 106.9 FM, and a couple of folks have come in to join us, and maybe you can just say who you are and what you're going to be doing for the next little bit.
Hi, my name's Dan Anderson. I've just come in here to sit down and have a little chat. Going to be talking about youth and youth involvement in cooperatives and how fantastic of an idea that is.
Excellent. So how did you get involved in the cooperative movement?
I got involved with the cooperative movement when I saw on a friend's Facebook page they had posted something about a contest for the Cooperative Enterprise Council, and then I went to a ranch at one point to do some workshops that were involved in this contest, because what they did was essentially you would go to these workshops and you would pick up a skill and then go back and do some kind of a project to advertise the cooperative that you chose. But through this whole thing, I kind of learned about what cooperatives were and how they operated and started to get into it.
Cool. So is there, I'm trying to think of the context, because you did some work in New Brunswick, is that right? Or no? Have you been doing, like, what have you been working on recently?
As far as project?
Yeah.
I did a video for the TBA Collective, which is a Moncton-based arts and media collective. And I did a video for them. It was like a 1950s, 1940s mock propaganda film. It was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, right on. Cool. So what about youth engagement? Like, what kind of things do you like to see kind of youth getting involved, and what are the ways that youth can get involved in the co-op movement?
Well, I think a lot of it is just awareness, and it's becoming more and more accessible. Like, just for example, like my video, I think with that kind of a spin on it, it makes it seem like less of a serious thing and something that's more creative and something that you feel like you could put your input into and make something kind of similar.
Cool. So I guess using all of no, I was just wondering where Mark was.
Oh, I'll go get Mark.
Okay. Yeah, well, I thought he was bringing the youth group down, wasn't he? Was there going to be some engagement? No, it didn't. Okay, that was Jill. Jill's running around. She's one of the conference organizers here. So do you find like things like social media and kind of like these new kinds of techniques are really good ways to engage youth? I mean, it seems like it's the technology for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the way that's really reaching them best and the way that they can relate to the most right now.
Right on. So you use video. Did you put it up on YouTube?
It's on Vimeo, actually, under the TBA Collective page.
Maybe we can get the link up. I can get you, if you want to just put the link up here on Facebook, find it. And we have a Facebook group going, of course, so that people can interact with us. And there's the group. And then we'll get you on Vimeo. I think it's just www.vimeo.ca, right?
I think it might be Vimeo.com.
Or vimeo.com, right? That's an American thing. It's not Canadian. My internet connection's a little slow here, of course, because we've got 7 computers running off the same. Okay, so you can. Dan's gonna get that link up, and he's gonna put it on the Facebook group. And you're involved as well? You wanna?
My name's Amanda Hachey. I work with the Cooperative Enterprise Council of New Brunswick, and we were the ones that sponsored the project along with the government of New Brunswick to get youth more engaged in cooperatives. So we had 25 youth participate in the project, and Dan was one of our participants.
Yeah. And how do you go about kind of advertising a project like this and to try and get youth engaged?
Well, the age group that we were targeting was quite broad. I think we were from age 13 to 25. Okay. So we went through the schools, through the university systems, community colleges, just through it within our own networks, any school teachers that we knew, that kind of thing within our community. So we had, I think, 6-7 different communities participate, right from Campbellton to Sackville, which is basically from one end of the province to the other. So it was really good, and we had about 8 projects come out of it, and most of them were something we could put up on Vimeo. Some of them were photo projects, but we were able to kind of make that into a video. And also we had a hip-hop song come from one of the First Nations communities. Yeah, it was really good, really good.
It's good to kind of like use the strategies, and it's kind of like speaking in the language of youth in a way, right?
Absolutely. And so the idea of the project was to get youth engaged in art projects, get them engaged in cooperatives, and then have something that the cooperatives could use going forward as a marketing tool for them. And then develop that relationship between the youth and between the cooperatives. So I think for the most part I was quite successful in doing that. We had a radio station co-participate, a construction workers cooperative, an art cooperative, which is the one that Dan did, a bike co-op, a grocery store co-op, and then one group of youth did the history of the co-ops in the Miramichi. So they covered housing, grocery, credit unions, everything. Yeah, and I didn't realize that history had been there, so it was kind of neat.
And did you find that engagement continued on after the project kind of wrapped?
Well, definitely. We've got Dan here at the conference today, this weekend, and we've got a few of the other youth who didn't even really know what co-ops were about, definitely now kind of in touch with their communities more and going forward. Hopefully we'll be going into schools and maybe doing more work with youth.
Now I'm wondering if we played the video on the radio, like would it kind of translate through with just the audio, or is it something that you need both the audio and video to?
I think with just the audio you would get.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll play it, and then people can kind of like hear what you did and stuff. And then just 1 second, because I think, Jonathan, you want to bring the laptop up?
What happened to you?
Another sunny day in Moncton, New Brunswick. A great day for a soda and a trip down to the old ballpark, or maybe a game of marbles with some buddies over by the mom and pop candy shop. Well now, here comes a fine young lad. We'll call him Johnny. Johnny here may seem like your everyday male youth, but let's take a closer look. We'll start at the bottom of Johnny's appearance. Shoes are shined and tied with care. Oh, looks like the shirt sleeves are a tad uneven. That's better. Bow tie is straightened and presentable. And a spankin' new cap sits on top to complete the outfit. Now that's the look of a fine young upstart. Why, he's ready to take on the world. What's this? Looks like trouble around the corner. Seems to be some sort of arts and music festival in the works. A sure sign of shenanigans and foolishness. A group known as the TBA Collective, or the Tainted by Arts Collective, is representing a growing corruptive force founded by artists and culture-minded miscreants. They provide not only the tools and resources to become actively engaged within the local arts community, but also an opportunity to have thoughts and ideas heard in an open forum with like-minded ne'er-do-wells. Members are even free to join and can do so by simply attending a meeting. Shameful, really. Oh look, there's one of the members now. Probably looking to recruit for some kind of upcoming radical arts event. Let's see if Johnny makes the right decision. Uh-oh. Looks like curiosity's won out in this one. A potentially dangerous decision that might not bode so well in the end. Looks like Johnny's been busy lately. Why, he's even picked up an instrument. Probably playing some rock and roll music. A genre of music very well known for its influence of poor, rowdy behavior. That's certainly not the Johnny we know. Oh, but it doesn't stop there, unfortunately. Here it seems Johnny has taken a liking to paints and brushes and may even feel inspired to create something of his own misdemeanor. Vivid colors and wild imagery galore. Why, just looking at it makes it difficult to concentrate. Looks like Johnny's even taking to filming his own video film. No doubt a propaganda project for the cooperative. And just like that, within the course of only a day, Johnny's gone from being a responsible and shining example of a normal, healthy youth to participating and contributing within the TBA collective. Thankfully, at the end of the day, Johnny returns to his safe and wholesome lifestyle. Not everyone is so lucky, however. Some members even remain for years. Don't fall into the same trap. It's just not worth it now, is it? Hey, Johnny.